Hi guys, welcome to my takeover. My name is Lauren from the Craft Scraps and I'm super excited to take over Auntie Tay's YouTube channel today. If you want to check out my Instagram or my YouTube channel, I do a bunch of DIY tutorials, step-by-step instructions. I go through design space, all that fun stuff for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. I'm so excited to take over Auntie Tay's channel today because I learned from Auntie Tay, so it is very surreal that I am able to partner with her. So today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be making some super cute and festive tea towels. So all of these products, so all the heat transfer vinyl, the images I got from Auntie Tay's website, which is down below. And if you want 10% off your order, you can use my code, all lowercase, the Craft Scraps, or you can join her Patreon and get 20% off your order, and you get access to a bunch of cute SVGs like this. So take your pick. And so that's what we're going to do today. So all you need is some heat transfer vinyl, some tea towels, and a heat source. So I'll be using my Cricut Easy Press today, but you can absolutely do this with an iron. I used an iron for a really long time, so it is totally doable with an iron. And I think that's it, so let's get started. Okay, so to get started on our tea towels, we want to first upload the file that we're going to use. So I'm going to go to upload here because I have already uploaded some images from Auntie Tay's website. So she has all of these images and SVG files that we can use. If you join her Patreon, you get access to tons of SVGs, and not only that, but also you get access to her shop for 20% off and just all this other super cool stuff. So for our tea towels, I think I want to use for sure this Happy St. Patrick's Day. I just love this image. It's so cute. And I think I'm also going to do this little guy here. I think that's really cute too. So since these are all grouped together, what we want to do is we just want to go over here to ungroup. And how I do this is I'm just going to delete everything that I don't need. So super easy, and this is the best part about using her SVGs is now that is basically it. All we have to do is size them and then they're ready to cut out. So basically takes out all of the hard work and makes it super quick and easy. So I believe I'm gonna do these like 5 by 5. These are going on tea towels, so I'll do these so they're relatively proportionate. So I think that looks pretty good there. I don't want to make it too big. And also I like this idea because it's cute. Like you could have this one hanging, and then you can also have this one hanging next to it. They don't necessarily, have to be matching. I'm going to make these a little bit longer. Okay, and so now what I want to do is I want to make sure that these get cut out of the same green HTV. So to make sure, we can go over here to our color sync, and we can see all of the colors that we're using here. So to make sure that our hat is cut out of the same green HTV as our St. Patrick's Day image, all we got to do is just drag that up there. And so now these will be cut out of the same color. And so now there's a few little extra things down here that didn't get deleted. But now, so all we got to do is we go over here to make it. So click on make it, and we can see all of our different mats. So we're going to have a black mat. We're going to have a gold, orange mat. I think I might cut this out of gold HTV. I think that would be cute instead of orange, but we'll see. And then we also have our St. Patrick's Day logo and the hat. So now we just go over here to continue. We find our, oh, and actually before we do anything else, we are going to want to click edit, and we're going to want to make sure that mirror is on all of these because we are using heat transfer vinyl, and so it is super crucial that you make sure you mirror these, because if you don't, you'll be very sad because you'll have wasted a bunch of heat transfer vinyl. So now that these are all mirrored, we can go over here and select our Cricut device and make sure we change our settings to iron on, and we'll be good to go. So I'll switch you guys over to the camera. Alright, so now that we have our settings all set, we can start cutting. So first I'm going to cut out of this black, and this is for the buckle, I think. So remember, when you're using HTV, you want to do the shiny side down. So I'm just going to put this on my mat and scrape it down with my scraper. Then we can put this in our machine and load it. And so just as a reminder, we have our settings set to regular iron-on for this, since it is just regular HTV, and we have also mirrored it. So now we can cut. Alright, so we can take this off, and now we can do our gold. So I'm using this really pretty, like, yellowy, orangey gold color for the beard, and also for the buckle for the hat. So we could kind of have to like play Tetris when I'm working on stuff like this to make sure everything fits on my table. So again, I'm putting the shiny side down. And if you're not lazy, you can just cut out the piece that you need, but I'm just a little lazy right now. And again, the setting for this is still just plain iron on. So now cut. Alright, so this one is done. I'll take this off, and I'll just cut out the pieces that we actually cut so we don't waste all this good iron on. And all this stuff here we got from Auntie Tay's website. So all this here plus the images you can all get from Auntie Tay. Alright, so now last but not least, we're going to do this really gorgeous pretty green glitter, and this is going to be for the entire St. Patrick's Day logo and also for the hat. And so the reason I'm using like the same green is so these kind of match when they're next to each other on the stove or wherever you put them. And again, so for glitter, same thing, you want to make sure that the shiny side is down, and we're going to change our settings to glitter iron on for this. Alright, so we got our settings, so now we can load our mat. And we can cut. And so while that's cutting, I can just weed this really quick. So I'm just going to grab a corner and weed off the excess that we don't need. So I'm just gonna pull this. Oop. And then alright, and we can also weed the little black part of the buckle, and again, so I'm just gonna grab a corner and just pull up. Go, make sure we didn't miss anything. We're good to go. And I know my thumb looks disgusting. It's just marker, you guys, I promise. Alright, so we are done with our Cricut for now. So we can take this off. Alright, so now I'm just going to cut the excess off of this. Okay, I had to do it in the light, so I could not see anything. So I had to put in the light. So for this glitter, again, I'm just gonna pull this up and just start gently pulling away. And then we can go back and weed whatever we missed. Weeding glitter iron-on is a little bit of a task because it's really, at least for me anyway, it's so difficult to like see what I'm actually doing. So I kind of just hope for the best sometimes. The hat is the easiest part, so I'm gonna get that over with, and then we'll come back over here with the, all right, the shamrock. So there's quite a bit that we need to finish weeding out here. So some of these I can kind of just see, so I'm just gonna like pull on them. And it's actually, sometimes you can kind of see the cuts better if you flip it over a little bit. All right, so there's this inside of the P. But I really like using glitter iron-on because it cuts really good. Actually, just iron-on in general cuts so much better than regular vinyl. I feel like it's so much easier to work with. All right, so how cute. We have our first one. This is like one of our whole towels, and then we have the hat for the other towel. So I'm gonna clean this up, get our towels, and we can start pressing. All right, so before I apply this to my tea towel here, so this is again just a plain Walmart tea towel. I am just going to heat up my surface, and oops, sorry, knocked it. This also gets your wrinkles out. So I'm gonna be just playing around with this kind of middle panel right here. So make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so I'm just going to put my image like right here. And if you want to measure, feel free. I just eyeball usually. And this is the cool thing about this is since it's a tea towel, if it's a little off center, you can just fold it however you want. So since this is pretty delicate, I'm just going to put down some parchment paper just to protect it a little bit. And I'm going to press this at 330 degrees for 15 seconds with good pressure. So I'm just holding this down with some pressure. All right, so how cute does this look? So now I can just peel off our carrier sheet. So cute, so easy, and all we have to do to make it look like an actual towel is just fold these edges over, and now it looks like a little hand towel. So cute, super duper easy. So now we can do our second one. All right, so like I said, I'm just going to iron this a little bit to get some of these wrinkles out. So it's just a little bit, I don't know, it just makes it a little bit easier to work with, I feel like, when it's not all janky and wrinkled. So I'm just going to do this under piece first. So I'm just taking my press and just kind of ironing it out. Honestly, this is better than the iron that I actually used to iron my clothes, I feel like. Alright, so now that that's finally folded, that took me freaking forever, I am just going to iron this piece right here. And the cool thing too is that this is also not only getting the wrinkles out, but it's also heating up our surface a little bit. So I'm going to put this one next to it just so I can get an idea for like where I centered this. So again, I'm going to be working with this like middle panel right here. And so since we have a couple of different elements here, we're going to be layering these. So first we can, let's see, we can do our buckle, I think, first. We could do the buckle and the beard first. So let's see, put this right here. And again, I'm just eyeballing this, but if you're more comfortable, you know, measuring, please feel free to do so. All right, so the top of our buckle is gonna go right here. And then we'll put this gold piece right over it. And then this will go like right here. So I think I'm just gonna lower this a hair. All right, so first we can press these first little guys. And so since I'm layering this top one, I'm only gonna press it for like 3 seconds, just enough to pull this off. Then I'll put this on and I'll press it for another couple of seconds. And once I get the glitter on, I'll press everything for the full time. So I'm only gonna press this for just a couple seconds. And the reason is because we don't want it to shrink too much, because if we shrink it, then it's if we shrink it too much, then the proportions will be off. So then we'll put this little buckle here. And in my opinion, there's no magic to this. I'm just kind of, you know, winging it. And just to protect that other HTV, I'm gonna put the little carrier sheet back on it. Give it another couple of seconds. Peel it all off. And now we will put the hat on. and press it all together. So now I'm going to press it for the full time and press my green button on my heat press. All right, so we can lift this up. All right, so this one is all finished, so we can fold it and see what it'll look like. How cute are these pears? All right, so we are all finished with our tea towels. I mean, how cute are these? I can't wait to go put these in my kitchen. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget, everything I used here, minus the tea towels obviously, I got from Auntie Tay's website. Use my code TheCraftScraps, all lowercase, to get 10% off, or join her Patreon and get 20% off. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and if you're interested, go check out my channel and subscribe, and as always, happy crafting.